And we followed his recommendations, and today, no cancer. I have no more cancer. So he saved me again. Then, in '95, I had a carotid artery problem. They found that I have a left carotid artery that was 100% blocked, and that my right one was 60% blocked. So what did I do? I called John again. I said, John, what am I going to do? I said, the doctor said that there's nothing that they can do for me, that I'm not going to make it. So what he did is he went to his buddies again, and he found a clinical trial up in New York that they have a new process to be able to do some sort of surgery when you have one side blocked and the other side starting to block. And they went and did this clinical trial. And again, everything went fine, and John, without a doubt, is my hero. Now, John also helped the family. We all have this blood problem, and that's why we have heart attacks and those kinds of things. So he went to Duke University, and he had convinced Duke that they needed to do a trial with him and come to each one of our homes, wherever we lived. And here I lived in Tennessee, the other family in Maryland, and they took our blood samples, and they did a clinical test on the blood, and they have come up with some sort of new test procedure now for people that have blood similar to ours. And this was all done. John really cared for the family. Well, I guess you all know more about his work in the medical industry here. I mean, he does have his PhD and MD, and he got those at the University of California. And you know that he's a great researcher. And you know that this one's going to be hard. That he's done a lot of work with lysosoma, or LSD. That's much easier for me to say. And Gaucher disease. So I think there are lots of people here that are going to talk about those technical medical issues and when we get to the open mic portion of this thing. He also set up the LSD clinical care network throughout the nation, and I guess, Erica, you're involved in that quite a bit. Yeah. And hopefully that's going to keep going. Yeah. It's really hard to understand how John, coming from a little row house in Baltimore, where his family didn't have the finances to get him through school. I mean, he had to do this on his own, and he did it with hard work. He did it with patience. He did it with persistence, understanding. And he did, once he got there, he did a lot of out-of-the-box thinking so that he could help other people. And, of course, me, I'm a retired engineer, so I'm not up to date on all these new modern things like Eric is. So, in summary, what I want to say is, during my life, I was always proud to discuss John's important achievements with my friends and doctors. John, he was my brother, my friend, my doctor, my hero. I miss him.